Hi everyone, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. This is Melanie, and today is another installment in my Clean With Me / craft room reorganization purging series. Today we are going to start tackling some of the stuff that falls under the embellishment category. And I'm still focused on my closet, and I'm just about done. I think if I can get through this today, the closet's going to be sitting pretty good. At least that's the plan. So included in today's topic or area, I've got vinyl and cork. I've got all things foil. I've got felt and the dreaded chipboard. So I am going to take you through what I've got. I don't expect to purge very much from here at all, but I do think I can reorganize things. So if you remember from previous videos, or if you haven't followed along, I have in my closet a tower of iris cards. They just slide in like onto these little shelves, and I have about 3 empty bins. So I would like to not use all 3 bins, but I will use some of them because some of these are very, very full. So without further ado, let's dig in and see where we're at. Okay, so I have 2 bins. This one I've called foil and foil paper. It's pretty full. This one I called vinyl and cork, but I see foil stuff in here. So the very first thing I want to do is I want to pull out all the foil related stuff so that we have that separated, because I don't want them to be in the same bins. So foil, foil, and more foil. Basically, you guys, what's happened is I see stuff on sale and I buy. I know, it's a problem. I'm blaming my grandmother. It was a good deal. That's what we heard every time I was growing up. Oh, it was such a good deal. So all of this is foil related, which doesn't leave me a whole heck of a lot left in this bin. So I've got some vinyl foil. I've got some vinyl glitter paper, and I've got some corkboard. And I'm okay with leaving this in here. I think I'm going to use the rest of this up for felt because I'm overflowing in the felt area. So we'll put this aside for now and we'll deal with the foil. Okay, so we've got an empty bin, which is good. So all of these little foil things here are heat activated foil. This is different than like the deco foil and the mink foil. This is for my Go Press and Foil machine. So I want to keep all of those in one container or one area. So let's put those over here. And I have quite a few of them because, again, like I said, when stuff goes on sale, I feel like I need to buy it. So and I don't think it'll go bad. That's my theory anyways. So that's all Go Press and Foil stuff. Okay, this is regular mink and deco foil. So let's see what we've got over here. Hopefully you can see that okay. And stuff's falling down everywhere. Okay, so I have foil paper or foil sheets. This is like a really thin metal. It's very, very thin, very bendable. It's not paper, it is definitely metal. And I think I can move that over into this, what's the right word? Over into this section. I think that'll work just fine. And I also have this Spellbinders craft foil. Again, it's a similar idea, so we're going to keep those together. This is Recollections foiled paper, but again, it's similar, not exactly the same, but similar. And look at you guys, see? These were on sale, and that's why I have so many of them. So all of these we're going to put in the bin with the Go Press and Foil stuff. Just like so. Okay? So I like that. I think that works pretty good. I still got a little bit of room in there. Now on this side, oh look, I found more foil stuff. This is from X Cuts, adhesive metallic sheets. That's kind of cool. I guess that needs to go in here as well. Okay, so this is a bin that I'm keeping the little scrap foils that I have because I think you can use this more often. Not use more often. I think you can get more use out of it is what I'm trying to say. Okay, and I've got another one of these. So the mink containers fit perfectly in this iris cart. So that's really good. And then these are the deco foils that I have. And I think that's going to fit pretty great across the top. Now what I've also done in here is I've got some reactive paint, some reactive screen ink, and deco foil. These are all things specifically that you can use with here. Now, if you watched my desktop organization thing, you will recall that I had, here it is, a mink toner pen. So we're going to add that in here as well. I think that was the only other thing. Because basically I am not going to use those products without, oh, and a deco foil pen. I'm not going to use these products without using this. So there's no point in me keeping it separate. I might as well keep it all in one spot. So that looks great. I'm quite happy with that. The lid will close easily. Actually, we'll throw this in here too, if it still fits. Okay, and then this is the other bin with the other foils, and I'm going to label them accordingly. Okay, so this bin here has all the felt that I have purchased, and this is mostly Tailored Expressions felt. I think there's some Simon Says stamp felt in here, but that's what mostly is in this container, and I'm okay with leaving it like that. I think this fits okay, and because we can squish this down. But it was just a little too full with the felt sheets, so I'm okay with that. And I think what I want to do is in the vinyl and cork, because I don't have anything else, I'm going to add this felt in there. Now I have to show you something. So this is felt I bought a long time ago at, I think it was Michael's, and it's really thin. I don't know if you can see that. You can almost see through it. It's very, very thin. I'll still use it for crafting because I think it would make some cute flowers. But when I was at Hobby Lobby the other day, I found this really great felt, and I couldn't believe it. It was just so, it was so amazing. Like, look at how thick that is. And it was 79 cents for a 9x12 sheet, 2 millimeter. This feels just like the stuff that I get from Tailored Expressions or Paper Tray Ink, or who else did I buy from? Simon Says Stamp. So I had a particular project that I wanted to use this for, which will be coming at some point. So I bought a couple sheets of white, black, and a brown, and I think that we can stick this in here just flat, and I think that will work just fine, and we'll call those done. Again, I'll fix the labels on these and they will go back in the closet. Okay, I've left the worst for last. I know, I have a chipboard problem. I have 4 bins, 4 iris bins of chipboard. I had a stack more of chipboard. This is not the same stack I showed you guys before. And I have one of these full of chipboard. So let's start with this pile, because I don't think I'm going to make much changes here, but I will show you and make a full confession of my addiction, and hopefully we can wean this down. I would love to get this down to 2 bins if possible. I don't think it's going to happen. 2 bins plus the containers, but we'll see. Okay, let me rearrange the desk and we'll have a look-see. Okay, so let's start with this first bin. So I have random small pieces of chipboard. We're going to get rid of it. Right? Recycle. This is really nice chipboard. This was from Stampin' Up! The idea behind this was to make your own books. And my plan is to make my own album for December Daily this year. So I will use this. Same with this and all of these. I've got tons of it, I know. I just need to make my own albums and use it up. I don't want to get rid of any of this. There's nothing wrong with it. So that's kind of my thought process. Now, remember how I went through all that other 12 by 12 stuff and I got rid of a bunch? Well, I've got more. And I'm just going to get rid of all of this. I'm not going to keep any of it. This is all just recyclable stuff, so we're going to get rid of that. I have a whole bunch of that 12 by 12 stuff in here, and this is really great quality stuff. And like I said before, I use this for repackaging my or for storing my partial kits or collections. I also have used this for mixed media as well. And so what I am going to do is this stuff here is going to go in my mixed media drawer. I think these make great canvases, and rather than spend money on that kind of thing, I think I can use that there. So this is going to go in mixed media. Okay, let's save these for last. These are all leftover scraps. So I had there was originally shapes in here which I punched out, and you can see I have a ton of them. So my thought process was behind this was that this would make a really great scrapbook page. I could paint the exterior, I could add photos, maybe some pattern paper, and I still think that's a really great idea. But let's be real, do I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of basically the same thing? No. So we're going to get rid of those and just keep one. That's my compromise. These ones here, this one here, oh come on Mel, you're never going to use this. Can you see it? I'm going to get rid of it. The grid one, much same idea, right? Would work really well. So I'm going to keep one, and I'm going to get rid of the other one. This is a smaller grid. Again, I don't know if you can see this so well because of what's going on. A smaller grid. I'm going to keep one, and I'm going to get rid of the other ones because, I mean, I'm just never going to use them all. And I don't want my album to all look the same anyways. So this one here is the grid with circles. Again, I'm going to keep one, and I'm going to get rid of the others. I'm also going to move these to where I am keeping my mixed media slash cut files, because I think I will use them more quickly if they're in that file. So that's going to be moved elsewhere. Okay, so what do we got here? We have, this was a project, it was a Thanksgiving project, right? I think Thanksgiving, maybe seasonal too? I can't remember. So it does say, thankful and joy, but I don't know what the E stands for. Thankful and joy. Let's be real. Not going to do these either. So we're going to move that along. Oh, what's in here? These look like snowflakes. I made a bunch of these as Christmas decorations that I have on my tree already. And let's see what we got here. These were all Christmas related. These were just squares and frames. I'm not going to use these, so remove those on. Now these I might still use, but I'm going to move these. I have a project bin with Christmas decorations of things that I'm working on, so I'm going to move this up into that bin. Okay, here's my next bin. A lot of the same stuff, and let's be real, I am never in a million years going to use all of this. Here's more of those ones where I kept because I thought they would make a great scrapbook page. I'm just going to get rid of all of these because I'm primarily scrapbook 12 by 12. Oh yeah, I'm going to get rid of them. Okay. Oh look, yet more chipboard. Okay, this is all, we're just going to get rid of all this. I think I've got enough of the other stuff. I don't need to keep that. Okay, so I have a bunch of borders. Scallop borders, etc. Maybe for mixed media. So I think I'm going to move these over to the mixed media section as well, because I think these would make some great texture. And same with these smaller boards, I'm going to move this over to mixed media. Now I gotta just deliver on the mixed media, right? Okay, so that one's empty. Okay, this is the last bin. So I have a bunch of these bags of different shapes. I'm not going to use the flowers. I'm not going to use the punctuation. The circles I would possibly use, so I would keep those. These swirls and stuff I'm not going to use. These are more flowers, I'm not going to use that. These are petals, I'm not going to use that. More flowers I'm not going to use. These are some frames and squares, I'm not going to use that. I've got more of these borders, and let's be real, I'm not going to use that or that. So all of this can go. I'm making a big mess on the floor. I need a big bag for that. Okay, these were just odds and end shapes. I'm not going to use those. The squares I will use, and these frames I think I'll keep as well. Okay, so that feels good, right? Feels good. So I actually have only kept one bin so far. I think these might fit. I'm hoping they will. Now let me show you what's in here. So this is one of those fridge bins containers with the divided one. And what I did a long time ago was all the letter A's have been sorted into this container. And I have the entire alphabet like this. So this is S, T, and then U, V, W, Z, and then I've got numbers. And 8 and 9. So I like this system. I don't like to root through things, so I like how, I mean, this is a little bit of digging, but at least I know all the letters are A's are in one, etc. So I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to keep this, but what I'm going to do is put this in that hanging IKEA holder because I emptied one of the blocks out and these fit perfectly in there. So I'm going to go slide that in there. Right now I think I moved some small 6x8 binders, and I think I said in the last video that that's subject to change. So those are going to come out, this is going to go in, and I'm going to see if I can get these to fit in the other chipboard container. If not, I can probably slide them in here, but that would be the best. So let me go see if I can get that done. Okay, you guys, they all fit. I'm so proud of myself. I had aimed for 2 boxes and I kept it to 1. Plus, of course, the other, you know, acrylic thing. So I'm very pleased with how this has turned out. And yeah, I'm excited to tackle the next thing. Let's keep this ball rolling. I hope you found today's video inspiring and that you take the opportunity to tackle one small thing in your craft room. This didn't take me very much time at all, less than an hour to go through it. And I think if you or at least for me, if I tackle things in smaller pieces and I have success like I did here, I'm more encouraged to keep going and tackle the rest of it. So if you did find this helpful, please leave a comment below and let me know what it is that you tackled this week. And until next time, happy crafting.